שמש דקה ומרפא בכנפיה.
Ruth came to her mother-in-law and she asked, "Who are you now, my daughter?" And then she told her everything that the man had done to her. And she said, "These 6 barley he gave me because he said to me, 'You must not come empty-handed to your mother-in-law.'" Now this word empty is very interesting because in the beginning, in the first chapter, it was Naomi who returned empty to Bethlehem. And now in these very last words that are reported to us from Ruth in this book, Ruth is the one whose hands are filled so she can hand over to Naomi and make sure Naomi will not be empty-handed. Everything that Ruth receives, she receives for Naomi. And everything she receives from Boaz. It's very interesting to see that Ruth obviously is responsible for giving Naomi the food, and she only can hand on what she received from Boaz. It is an Orthodox Jewish interpreter of Scripture who says Ruth obviously seeks to achieve reconciliation and amend to the rift between Boaz and Naomi. Boaz fills Ruth's hands so that she does not have to appear before Naomi empty-handed. We as non-Jews only have something to offer to Israel if the Messiah of Israel has filled our hands. He accepts our emptiness so much upon himself. Actually, we should do a word study here of the word rik, of the word empty, throughout Scripture. We would see that Messiah is taking this emptiness upon himself so that his fullness flows through us to those in need. Only against this background can we be so bold as to accept the commission that is given to us according to the New Testament to provoke Israel to jealousy. Now, in the 3rd chapter of the book scroll of Ruth, there remains one crucial question left unanswered. And the question is, what was Ruth supposed to deliver to Naomi of Boaz? It says here that Boaz says to Ruth, "Bring the cloth you are wearing and hold it out." And she held it, and he measured out. Now the question is, what is it? It's written, literally translated, 6 barley. And put it in on her, and then he went down into the town. And Ruth just repeats towards Naomi, "These 6 barley he gave to me, because he said to me, 'You must not come empty-handed to your mother-in-law.'" Now Scripture does not explain what measure is involved. We don't know. The ancient Jewish sages say that 6 ephod need not have to be mentioned. Neither 6 se'in, which would be 2 ephod, because 1 seah is 36 liters of volume. And in any case, it would have been too heavy for a woman to carry. So the rabbinic tradition holds that what Boaz gave to Ruth is 6 grains of barley. Well, she could hold that in one hand, 6 grains. And then the rabbinic interpreters say it's 6 seeds, 6 decisive descendants of Ruth that Boaz gave to her. It's David, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah, and the Messiah. The Babylonian Talmud says, "Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite. This son knows how to play the harp, and he is a mighty warrior." And then the Jewish sages observe that the word Goel, Gaal, appears 6 times in this chapter, and somehow they connect Isaiah 11 with it and discover in this text 6 outstanding attributes of a very special son of Ruth. I want to read to you Isaiah 11. It says there, "A shoot comes forth from the stump of Jesse. A branch from the roots bears fruit. The Spirit of the Lord rests upon him, a spirit of wisdom and understanding, a spirit of counsel and strength, a spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord." Now, literally translated, it says he smells his counterpart in the fear of the Lord, and therefore does not judge by what his eyes see, nor by what his ears hear. He decides disputes. He judges with righteousness the low ones. The evidence he provides is straight for the humble in the land. He strikes the land with the rod of his mouth. With the spirit of his lips he kills an evil one. Righteousness is the belt of his waist, the faithfulness or reliability, the belt of his loins. A wolf dwells with a lamb, a leopard lies down with a young goat, a calf, a young lion, and a fattened calf together. A little boy leads them. A cow and a bear graze, their young lie down together. A lion eats straw like an ox. A nursing child plays over the hole of the cobra or python, whatever that is. A weaned child puts his hand on the adder's den. They do no evil, nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the land is full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. In that day, the root of Jesse stands as a banner for the nations. To him the Gentiles will look. His resting place is the presence of the glory. I have no idea what Boaz actually gave to Ruth when it's written 6 barleys, and what Ruth handed on to Naomi. But Naomi said, "Sit down, my daughter, and wait until you recognize how the matter turns out for you. For this man, or the man, Haish, will not keep quiet if he will not sort out this matter today."